I was thinking the gist has ended. The next thing I knew, someone came into the class, was like, Ujuagu Gloria, the headmistress wants to see you. Gung gung. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So you guys, after 600 years, I finally decided to upload another video. I know. I'm super excited to be making another video today, and today we're just going to be making a chill video. We're just going to gist. I'm gonna spill some tea, and of course I actually have a glass of Chinese iced tea, which I'm gonna be taking in case it gets too hot, because today I'm going to be talking about my first time doing stuff. Like, it's called a first time tag video, and I've seen a couple of people do it, and it was so hilarious. Like, I enjoyed watching them so much, and so I decided, yeah, why not do something like that? So I hope you guys enjoy it. Please, if this is your first time here, you know how we do, you know how we roll. Hit subscribe, like this video, and of course share to your friends. Yep, let's get into the video. Here I already googled some first time questions which I'm going to be answering, and so yeah, let's just get into it. The first question says, first app you check when you wake up in the morning. Has to be WhatsApp. Yeah, WhatsApp. I'm really big on WhatsApp, and yeah, that's the first app I check in the morning. First broken bone. I've never broken a bone. Glory to Jesus. Hallelujah. First foreign country you ever visited. Yeah, it has to be China, which is the country I'm still in, by the way. First Instagram, Twitter, or Facebook post. Guys, this one is going to be funny. For Twitter, I just joined Twitter like 1 month ago, so there's nothing funny about that one. And Instagram, my first Instagram account had issues, so my current Instagram account is not the first account I used to join Instagram, but my first Facebook post is actually still up there in my Facebook page. I'll try to insert the post somewhere in this video, but you guys don't laugh. You are not allowed to laugh. Number 5 says first makeup item. My first makeup item. Ooh, I remember. It definitely was a powder, a white enchanter. You guys remember enchanter? And this was I think it was in high school. I think my final year of high school, we used to have enchanter powder that we just rub every day, maybe after school and stuff like that. And I think also a lip gloss, like a transparent lip gloss, we always had that. So I think that was definitely my first makeup item. Yeah, the next one says first plane ride you ever went on. The first plane ride I ever went on, I remember, yeah, that was in 2013, or is it 2013, December of 2013. I went to Lagos from Abuja, and I went on a train. That was my first plane ride. First time I got into trouble at home and school. Ooh, I remember you guys. I remember the first time I got into trouble at home. Ooh, I definitely remember this one. Okay, this is a gist. I have to settle down to tell it. So this is what happened. I think I might have been about 4 or 5 years old, and I remember then when I was little, I loved sharpening my pencils with a razor blade, and because it just gives it this very pointy and fine tip for writing. And I remember, because I was little, I didn't really know how to use it, so I would always give myself little cuts or marks. I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about if you used blades when you were little. And so my dad warned me. My dad told me not to stop using blades, like not to use razor blades, that I should use a pencil sharpener, the pencil sharpener, to sharpen my pencils. But because the sharpener did not really give me that thing I was looking for, I don't know, I'm sure you guys can relate to what I'm saying. The sharpener would just sharpen the pencil like normal, but I always want this very, you know, that when you're writing, it's as if you can even use it to stab somebody. I always liked my pencils very sharp, and so I remember this particular day after my dad warned me never to use a blade anymore. I was using a blade and I cut myself. And of course it was bleeding, but I was trying to hide it and pretend I was fine. When my dad came back and he saw my hand, he was like, "What happened to you? Or how did you get hurt?" Something like that. And of course he already knew. And you guys are not going to believe the lie I told. Oh God. Do you know that your sister actually said, "I fell down," and everybody in the house, everybody around just burst out laughing, and it was so hilarious because like the lie was so obvious, and oh my God, everybody was just laughing. Even my dad became weak. My dad just laughed. And yeah, I can remember that was the first time I got into trouble at home, because I was super scared, because I was so scared my dad was going to be mad and you know, all of that. So that was my first memory of getting into trouble at home. And getting into trouble at school, this is another story as well. So I can remember this day we were in school. It was lunch break, and I was just gisting with some of my friends, my classmates, about 3 girls. We're just listening and talking, and everybody was just, you know, bringing their own gist. And I remember, I don't just know what came into me, and I don't know what I was thinking at that time as well. The reigning thing was, you know, secret societies and secret cults. These ones that they used to say they will initiate children, like maybe a child can give her fellow child a snack, maybe a biscuit or sweets and candy, and you know, when you eat it, you get initiated into the cult, and they have all these crazy activities. This was the stories that was raining back then. I was in primary 5, you guys. I was in primary school, and I was in primary 5, and so I don't know what came over me. I wanted to feel this sense of importance. Like I wanted my classmates to sort of like fear me or sort of like reverence me. And I don't just know, I just wanted to create this kind of mystery around myself, only for me to tell these girls that I'm a member of a secret cult and I'm the second in command. Like I made up all these stupid stories about being a member of a secret cult and being powerful and having powers and this and that, and these girls believed me. And after break was over, we went back to class. I was thinking the gist has ended. The next thing I knew, someone came into the class, was like, "Ujuagu Gloria, the headmistress wants to see you." Gung gung. I was like, eh? It turned out these girls went and told the teacher what I said, and the teacher went and told our headmistress, there's a mommy what? But there's a bewitched girl in the class, and you know, my primary school was a Christian school, a very Christian school. I think our proprietor's husband then was even like a pastor. And like everything was a very Christian school, so you can imagine these gists. Now that I think about it, I'm like, what was I thinking? Really, what was I thinking? So our professors called me. I went to the headmistress office, and then in my school, going to the headmistress office is like the deal is bigger than big. It's when you've committed the worst of crimes that they will send you to the headmistress office. So if you find yourself there, just know that. But at the end of the day, as I got there, the woman was like, and do you know these people believed me? Like they believed me 100% that I was a child demon or a child witch with powers and stuff. And she was like, if you see the way she was talking to me, I'm sure she didn't want to probably upset me or something before she would suffer consequences. She called me into the office, like she called me to her office, and then she was like, "Hi dear, So she was talking to me, and honestly I don't even remember what she was asking me. But you guys, that case did not end without me bringing my mom. Like, they asked me to bring my mom to school. I had to bring my mom to school. Can you guys imagine? I brought my mom the next day, and then I don't even know what my mom discussed with her. When we got home, my mom was like, Ify, because my mom calls me by my native name, Ifoma. My mom was like, so what were you telling your classmates today? I mean yesterday. And I was not explaining to my mom that, mommy, I was joking. It's joke. But yeah, that was the first time I got into trouble at school. So the next question says, first time you were allowed to put on makeup. I wouldn't say there was a time I was not allowed to put on makeup, but the family I came from, in my house then, everything just has its time, and everybody just knows when it's time for them to do certain things. Yeah, I have 3 older sisters, and when we were growing up, there were things they were doing I couldn't do. It's just like, you know, when the time is right for you to do certain things. So there was no law as to when you will do or not do this. So yeah. First YouTuber you subscribed to, that has to be Flo Chinyere. I don't know, some of you guys might know her. She's a food blogger. She cooks, and because I was so into cooking and all of that, I subscribed to her first. She was the first YouTuber I remember just watching a lot before I started discovering a whole lot of other people and following them. First time you went shopping on your own. Guys, who remembers this? My first boyfriend or girlfriend. My first boyfriend was in, I think, in 2012. Yeah, I think, yeah, it was in the last year of my high school, and then there was this boy that I dated for, I don't know, about 3 months. I think we dated like the last term of SS3. My first car. This question is prophetic. Oh, guys, my first car is on its way. My first celebrity crush. I've never crushed on a celebrity. Guys, okay, I'm a very realistic person. Like, I'm very, very realistic. I don't build castles in the air. Like, I'm realistic to a fault. So I don't do celebrity crushes. I don't crush on celebrities. No. How can I be crushing on somebody that I will probably not meet in my whole lifetime? So I don't remember ever having a first celebrity crush. My first crush. Ooh, my first crush. Why did I do that just now? I don't know. My first crush was this guy in primary school. I think yes, also in primary 5. Oh, my primary 5 was a very memorable one. In primary 5, I think he was my seatmate. His name was Chibike. I can never forget. His name was Chibike, and he was just this cute kid who was very gentle and very quiet, and I just liked him then. And he also really had very nice haircuts. I don't know, his mom gave him very nice haircuts, and he was always looking cute, and he was just quiet. I like the fact he was quiet because already I'm somebody who is not quiet. So, and as opposed to my other naughty male classmates who would always, you know, be very naughty, pick on the girls, drag your hair, or just do stupid things, he was just very matured and reserved, and I liked that about him. So he was definitely my first crush. My first ever boyfriend, I already said this one. My first ever cell phone. My first cell phone was a Motorola. I think it was a small cute Motorola that I had. I was so happy to have that phone. I used to have so much fun playing my ringtones. My first ever date. Okay, my first ever date was also in 2012, and it was also with my first ever boyfriend. I think it was on a Sunday. Yeah, we went to a restaurant. I think it was like a fast food, and we just ate some, I think, meat pies and ice cream. My first ever girlfriend. Oh, my first ever girlfriend, you guys. This definitely was this friend I had in primary school, also in like primary. Okay, although we were in primary 3, primary 4, primary 5 together, but we became closer in primary 5. And her name was Precious. And after primary school, we kind of like just lost contact. And till this day, I'm still searching for her. I've looked for her on Facebook with her name. Her full name is Precious Abam. Precious Abam. And she's just this black beauty, melanin skin child that I liked so much. And we're just very good friends. We were inseparable then, but I can't find her anymore. So sad. My first ever kiss. Anyways, since we are spilling tea, we might as well go ahead and spill it the more. My first ever kiss. Oh yeah, I remember. My first ever kiss was with my first ever boyfriend on my first ever date. Garrett. And yeah, we had been dating for some time, I think some months, and that day it just happened. It was horrible, of course. My first job. Ooh, my first job was in 2012 after I graduated high school. It was a nanny. I was a nanny to some kids. Yeah, that was my first job, and it earned me quite some money. My first piercing, and when did I get it? My first piercing, of course, has to be in my ears, and I got it when I was born. They're actually the only piercings I have, and yeah, I got it when I was born. The first person I talked to today, the first person I talked to today was Jesus. Jesus, oh how I love you. Okay. The first thing I do when I get home, oh, of course, the first thing I do when I get home is I put down my bag, because that shit is always very heavy. So I put it down, and if I'm wearing a wig, I take off my wig, and then I take off my shoes. Yeah, in that order. But if I'm not wearing a wig, like now I'm having braids on, I just put down my bag and I take off my shoes. That's the first thing I do when I get home. So you guys, that is it for this first time tag. I hope I did justice to the questions, and I hope you guys had some fun. Please, if you're not yet subscribed to the channel, please go ahead and subscribe. We are targeting 300 subs by the end of November. We are currently at 223. So please, if you can help us reach that goal, we're going to be very grateful to you. Namaste. Okay. What is namaste? Okay, you guys, thank you so much for watching. I pray for you that the Lord bless you and keep you and cause his face to shine upon you, and of course be gracious to you. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.